It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we've got the Seahawks, creative quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Seahawks and the Niners, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. Take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100-plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Here now, 2nd and 4. First carry here for Kenneth Walker to third. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Muscles him off. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be out right at the 35. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
The drive starts with a completion left side. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's 2nd down. Puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. This defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Looking to throw. Tyler. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's brought down. On 1st down. Michaels. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8
yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Tyler. Left side, he finds Smith-Njigba. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28. Throwing on 1st down. Tyler going right back to Smith-Njigba. So nothing doing there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
second and 10 at the 49ers 28-yard line.
Looking to throw. Tyler. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there. 26 yards. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try again. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Jones. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
At the 24-yard line.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the game there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Underneath, caught by Anderson, the tight end. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Off the bootleg. Tyler. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like an absolute kick. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll take this to the 46. The Niners at 5-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Wide open receiver complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lucas Van Ness getting free there to bring him down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Seahawks 14-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Jake Moody now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
To throw on 2nd down, Tyler. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Tyler has taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. And he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st down, Tyler. He finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. This 2nd and 4.
At the 45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. Tyler. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Running right, here's Walker. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Back to throw here. Over the middle, it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14-yard line.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's Walker. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
A 21-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way to field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch.
This too shall pass. This too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And his kick here is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 30-yard line.
2nd and 5. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Off play action. Tyler. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 1.
Back to throw. Tyler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First down, Seahawks.
Looking to throw. Tyler. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And the Seahawks first down.
Operating from the gun. Tyler. And it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
That's interference. Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
To throw on 3rd down. Tyler. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown! A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season is going to be about two-thirds complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. The Rams pick up just their second victory of the year in 10 tries. It's been a struggle from the start. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Trevor Lawrence, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Tyler.
They're complete to Smith and Jigba.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Tyler.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
Second and 5 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On third down, here's Walker. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Walker with another carry. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
49ers. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now third down and 6 to go.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
Now back to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a 1st and goal.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. The sack will push him back only a couple yards, but certainly not what they were hoping for on 1st and goal. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. A give for Walker running right. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They're going to look to throw. He's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Kalijah Cansey in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The Seahawks take back over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Tyler over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Under pressure, and down he goes. Drake Jackson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Hill on the return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
At the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a draw play. It's Walker. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were thrown for a loss.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A second field goal here in his 3rd quarter and his 3rd of the game so far.
He's been an important part of the offense, that's for sure. And they may need him again before this one's said and done. So I would treat him like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. Leave him alone and let him focus.
And he returns this to the 22. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Off the play fake. Tyler toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done.
On gain of 12. First down, Seattle.
Looking to throw. Tyler. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Tyler. Smith and Jigba with a grab. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Tyler. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. A quick toss out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a give, right side, Michaels. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5.
On play action, they'll throw.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They'll set up a throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Throwing to start the drive. Tyler.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Michaels. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Tyler. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd down and 1.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got this down to the 35. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st and 10, Tyler.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Up the middle they go. Michaels. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. On 3rd and 2, Tyler. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith and Jigba
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Seahawks will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Here's Walker to start the drive.
Gets by him at the 25. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
Here's second down and 3.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
They'll look to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On second down, Michaels. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. On third down, Michaels.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and that should just about do it.
And they will take a knee here.
Second and 11 now.
Now a handoff up the middle. Michaels.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Seahawks, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Chargers' creative quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Chargers and the Lions, next on Madden Football.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the L.A. Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines and season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well.
The other two-thirds, though, that comes into question. Special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Up the middle they go. Allison, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Right back to him on 1st down.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their 9th-year quarterback.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes him dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week, so keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short pass caught by the tight end Gentry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. He'll look to throw. Open man here is Gentry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
2nd down and 4.
Looking to throw. Short pass caught by the tight end Gentry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw again. Short pass caught by the tight end Gentry. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. The Chargers at 8-2 on the year. And they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And let's remember that last week that this offense, they played about as well as they possibly could play. Touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago.
Second down, Pollard again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down. They'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Now a 2nd and 6. Mahomes now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Now Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. Loose inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 79 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
2nd and 7.
Now a handoff up the middle. Allison. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Holding, offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a give right side. Allison. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line.
Now during that run, an injury here. They got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
Really in a hole here. 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
The throw over the middle, taken in. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. On second down now, Allison.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive.
Ooh, with a juke. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
I'll look that up later. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Short pass caught by the tight end, Gentry.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Now back to throw.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
So they are able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense set to take over.
Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you have to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Allison. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
2nd and 10.
Here's Mahomes now on the option right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Tui Pelotu.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
They made a nice effort to stick him with the walls for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw now in his own end zone. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far. Offensively, or even defensively for that matter, they could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And a Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Back to throw now on first down. And this is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that route. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them, because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll keep it on the ground. Allison. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
Mahomes going to throw.
Right side, he has Johnston.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. And now the ball's out. Fumbled near midfield.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players toward.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
On 2nd down, Allison.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A third field goal in the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now they go screen, it's complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And able to get this out to the 25.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, and it's the visitors who are out in front in the second quarter. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Anthony Richardson, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Denver Broncos. 31-21, the final score.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
Taken at the goal line.
Sheds off the tackle. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
Second half begins with a run by Pollard. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a second down and 9.
He'll look to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And a pretty good burst there as he gets this across midfield and down to the 46. 58 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Here's Pollard again.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll look to throw now on first down. Short pass caught by the tight end Gentry. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up second down. They'll set up a throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Middle of the field to Allison. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
Second and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Allison.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
And the Lions first down.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. That'll be caught out right by Allison. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
From the 48-yard line, here's the second down and 6.
Now a handoff up the middle. Allison. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. From midfield, here's Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
More from L.A. in a moment.
Mahomes now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
Johnston on the quick slant.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot.
Now Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Mahomes to throw once more. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get a bit closer.
And that's a step in the right direction. This had the feeling of one of those turning point kind of drives. If you come up empty there, it could be a long road back. But they persevered and hung around, and they closed the gap here in the 3rd quarter with their 1st touchdown of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now a give here to Pollard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Allison. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
More from L.A. in a moment. 2nd down and 8.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Will Anderson able to put it into that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw.
Drops this underneath for Pollard.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Running right, it's Pollard.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Meanwhile, Mahomes, his throw taken in by Johnston.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a second down and 4.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
He's got another one to Johnston.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot at us, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up second down. Mahomes now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now third down and 6 to go. Now it's Mahomes again.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On first down, Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. More from L.A. in a moment.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the back.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A give to Pollard running left.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly to Wilson. Now we've got a stoppage for an injured player, and that appears to be Garrett Wilson, who is shaken up on the play. More from L.A. in a moment.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Jack Campbell
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Open man here is Gentry. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Trying to take this home. They'll run.
And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 6. A little under 1:50 remaining. And the 4th down stop gives him a new lifeline, at least for the moment.
Mahomes' throw hauled in by Washington.
I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mahomes.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Mahomes will throw.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down. I thought that was the key.
Mahomes to throw it. That is caught.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington.
So it's a win here for the LA Chargers, and it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, some of these DBs are going to be tossing and turning tonight, partner. He really had their number. Wound up with well over 300 yards passing and 2 touchdowns to boot.
So for the Chargers, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Southern California, so long, everybody.